Hello and welcome one and all. This is Old School Gamer 1971 here. Millie, Lloyd, everyone, hope you're all having a great day. If you would, please like and comment. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Support the channel and help it grow. Today's thoughts is on Generation Zero. I've been playing this game for around 3 hours, and this is what I think. Generation Zero, developed by Avalanche Studios, is a co-op / single player shooter that came to the PlayStation 4 in 2019. Generation Zero is set in an alternative 1989, one where Germany won the Second World War and Sweden is under constant fear of invasion from Germany. It does have some survival elements, and whilst playable in single player, it is mainly multiplayer focused. Avalanche Studios is a Swedish video game developer currently based in Stockholm. Established in 2003, their main focus is open world projects, normally running on their own Apex game engine, also known as the Avalanche engine. Their popularity started with the Just Cause series. For me, it was the Mad Max and more recently Rage 2 that has me chomping at the bit for anything new by the developer. Set in a post-apocalyptic alternative reality Sweden in 1989, Germany won the war, which has been invaded by killer robots. These machines were built after World War II, originally built for defensive purposes. However, something has gone badly wrong. They are now oppressive towards humankind and are now shooting on sight. You play the role as a Swedish teenager who, after coming back from an island excursion, finds that their family home, whilst empty, looks like it was attacked and bloodstains around the place. You decide to find out what is left of the island folk and or what has become of them. So is this Generation Zero or is it Age of Nothing? One of the first things that really struck me was the graphics. This was never supposed to be AAA, so it does remind me a lot of DayZ and PUBG in graphical style. The game does look good and certainly doesn't seem to slow down when the action gets hectic. I do like the water effects, they do look great. And that includes when you are in 4-player multiplayer. The frame rate doesn't drop. I am so glad that they did not go with humanoid looking robots. We don't need another Terminator knockoff. This means that the game can go with more outlandish designs that you do in time come to recognise from distance. I do like the designs here, and certainly this is very different to a lot of the other co-op shooters on the PlayStation 4, and I do look forward to getting back to this game to see what comes next. As you make your way into the house for the first time, hearing the white noise from the TV really sets you on edge. This works well with several TVs spread throughout the house, or maybe when you hear machines off in the distance getting louder step by step. You will not necessarily notice this when you are playing in multiplayer, but it is very much evident in single player. I experienced the single player first, and I'm kind of glad that I did. The guns sound good and pretty authentic, always like me some shotgun sounds. Add in the atmospheric music during the combat and we're onto a winner chicken dinner. Without the normal guns from the get-go, your ears are not filled with the sound of machine gun fire. Your first weapon is a pistol, then a rifle, and then a shotgun, and not of the military kind neither. This gives the game a more authentic feel, as what farmer has an AK-47 to keep people off his land? I love me some co-op shooting goodness. The controls are pretty much as always for a first person shooter, and are responsive. That is not to say that everything is easy from the get-go. You also can get skills that will help you with traversal as well as in combat, but you will have to do some stuff / find some stuff to get those, and this does really feel rewarding, even if you do feel a little bare at the beginning. Again, this is good, and then it isn't just the normal run and gun. Instead, it is learning when to fight and when to back off. The skills do make a big difference, whether it's the aiming, stamina or health. They all are noticeable as soon as you choose them. With a lack of ammo, you are always scavenging for ammo and health packs. In multiplayer, you will have backup, but it is harder in single player. Having to make your way back to that point can be a real pain, a real walk of shame so to speak, and in single player, you will be doing it oh so often. It is avoiding what you can and taking the rest out. When at first I started the game up, it kind of reminded me of Everybody's Gone to the Rapture. I mean atmosphere wise. It has the 80s aesthetic look. The white noise coming from the TVs really helps with that. I like the fact that your screen is not overrun with robots right from the get-go. This allows you to explore your surroundings and get a feel for the controls. There is need not worry however, as soon enough you can soon find those pesky robots. Sometimes it's better to kind of sidestep them, and you will find yourself holding your breath whilst you do. For once everything feels a threat. I never really felt overpowered. Underpowered most definitely, which I'm kind of glad about. Sometimes in games I feel like if I grind a bit, replay a few levels, at some point it becomes by the numbers. Here I did not really feel that. At one point, one of the crappier ones, one of the small ones jumping about, got me. I was on low energy, but nonetheless I was having to respawn, then walk / run / bike ride of shame back again. More on this later. The bigger robots? Well, they hit harder and move faster, shoot more accurate. In short, they're more of a pain in the backside. This is a great game in multiplayer, playable in single player. Unfortunately, I didn't get any footage of the multiplayer, but what I played was enjoyable. Up to 4-player co-op was just what the doctor ordered. Having different missions that covered an entire map and wandering robots, scattered bodies of the civilians and authorities really make this a game to remember. No, it is not the most action packed, but it is fun nonetheless and does have atmosphere. The 3 hours flew by, but it was the moment I found a push bike that had me in stitches. It was just so unexpected, and I think that is what best sums up this game. Whilst not a lot new is here, there are just some moments where the game just shines. I think I got this in a sale for about £17, and it was well worth the money. I will say this, there is a moment on the very first island, your very first safe house in fact, it is a church, and whilst you can choose to play the pipe organ, it plays Toccata and Fugue. So Generation Zero this most definitely is. If you are hearing this, you've made it all the way to the end of the video. Thanks for your support. Give it a thumbs up and comment if you enjoyed the video. Please share everywhere as it helps the channel grow and puts a big old smile on this old face. Leave your suggestions down below in the comments. Enjoy your day one and all. Old School Gamer 1971 signing off.